Right, we have a game. All right. I've been learning the Sicilian accelerated dragon, so we'll see how we go. I'm not sure. All right. So don't give me any surprises, please. I'm not so familiar with this opening. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so I've revamped my black repertoire. Against e4 I do accelerated dragon, and against d4 I've been doing Grunfeld. Yeah, I've been quite happy with them both. All right. My opponent is thinking. I do this version of the accelerated dragon just because, why do I do this? Actually, I don't know. It's meant to prevent some other lines. Oh, the Rossalimo. Yeah, it prevents the Rossalimo. Yeah, I remember facing this, and I wanted to get accelerated dragon. So this is the hyper accelerated dragon, but with every intention of transposing into the accelerated dragon. There are options like this, which I don't really want either, but we'll see. Here, yeah. Take, is it knight, bishop? I don't remember the order. Here maybe. That's certainly accelerated dragon position. Yeah, in the normal move order, this position will arise. What you're thinking? I don't understand. Oh, you're thinking about what traps I'm about to spring. Nothing exciting. I'm going to play bishop here. What should I do? Are you thinking about that? I don't know. Here, and now I don't have to worry about that. Here, I'm not worried about that anymore. Yeah, I'll just go to the normal order, I think. We're into the accelerated, not the hyper accelerated. Here is the normal move, right? Oh, I was meant to do this, wasn't I? So my knight prevents there. If you take pawn push, then queen check will win that pawn. So you got to be vigilant of this. Maybe my opponent was trying to figure out ways to put their bishop on that diagonal or something. I don't know, win my rook. Or if there was any shenanigans. All right, so with the bishop here, I should be trying to think about getting that knight g4 in after castling. So the idea with the accelerated dragon is here castle, and then we can get in an early d5 without giving our opponent, what's the word? Well, without it taking two moves, which means there's a whole bunch of tricky lines because I have an extra tempo, as opposed to just the dragon. Yeah, the dragon, people don't like the Yugoslav attack, and since I haven't really faced that because I don't play the dragon, I'm not really too sure what it is. All right, so I'm expecting knight, bishop, something like that here, and then the book move is bishop back because that bishop becomes quite loose. The general advice is in the accelerated dragon, you castle kingside. It's better to castle kingside, but a lot of people try to castle queenside. And yeah, if you've studied everything, then yeah, then you're going to be doing fine. Okay, so f3 prevents this. It does chew up a move though. And this is Yugoslav attack kind of thing, but I still do this. I think it's here, and then here. It was Yugoslav attack. I'm not sure if the bishop, maybe the bishop stays on the home square. I don't remember. All right. So I do this immediately, don't I? I need to recalculate. So it's not this, because that's adequately defended. You didn't play bishop here, so I can play this. And you've prevented that. You've prevented shenanigans. But here, and if you take, I take with the knight, and that defends and so on. All right, so pawn push, I think is the correct move. We'll do a post-game analysis. Okay, so these lines can get a bit sharp, especially if you take, and I get a rook here as well. So what should I do? So do I take here? Maybe. Honestly, don't know. This is the first time I haven't had this taken. So if I take here, I guess you take with the pawn, right? Then you have to deal with that. Is that where I want my bishop? Normally queen will come here or here. So if it goes here immediately, what's that like? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I should get my queen off there. So take here, I guess I take with the queen. So rook. Maybe I take here. And if you take here, here. All right. So if you take with the knight, I think maybe that's bad. I don't know. Knight takes, attacking your queen. And you've got 3 attackers on there. Maybe it's enough. I don't know. I feel like I should take here. I don't want you to get a pawn storm happening. That's why you do the accelerated. The other option is queen here. So if you take, I don't know, it feels like you could do that. If I take here, you take with the bishop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take the pawn. I'm not 100% sure if that's best. So normally you take here. Ah, okay. Sorry. So I have to take here, don't I? Because otherwise I lose a piece. So that's paused. It's check, so you don't have an in-between move. I have to take here. Yeah, otherwise you sneak that in. All right. So I presume like that. All right. So we have a queenless middle game / early endgame. I guess my bishop goes on that square. I need to guard entry squares. That square seems okay since it can't be attacked by a pawn. And your knight can't really come in very easily. Attacks that square. Rook there. Lying there. What are you going to do with that? Or should I just do this? Or pawn push? We do something like this. Oh, knight here. I did mention I meant to keep an eye on knight moves. Now that knight is a possibility. So what do you do? Bishop there, is it? No. Where does your bishop go? I'm not sure. Knight there. If you go there, attack my pawn, you have to deal with this bishop coming in here. Oh, knight there does seem very strong. If I get my knight on that square as well, it could be quite good. I don't see any way you can not give up that. But how do you defend it? Yeah, let's play that. That's really strong, right? Opens up my bishop. Hitting this bishop. Do you go here and deal with that? Not sure if I want to play that actually. bishop there. Maybe I can just go knight here and say, look at that knight. But, oh, what a knight. If I do that, you could just counterattack, couldn't you? Take. Not a big fan of that. Do win a pawn. So here pins your rook to your king. Sure, you win a pawn. Yeah, why not? So here, and do you go here? No. I don't know where you put your bishop back or something. Can I attack the rook a second time? Okay, here. Or should I? Here. Here. So your rook is pinned. I'm going to take it with check. I might as well wait for you to move your king, so when I take it... Yeah. Alright, so I'll just do that. I don't see any disastrous things happening. So maybe bishop there, I go here. I want to attack your rook a second time, if I can. Or should I just attack it like that? If I go here, how do you defend it? I want a full rook if I can. Knight back. Oh. There's no other way, right? Rook here, knight back. If you want to... You can't defend it. Alright, that's looking alright. Yeah, this bishop guards that square. Knight back. Alright, can't complain too much about that. I have no other ability to attack it, really. Not upset about you playing that. Or can I attack that pawn and just take, and if you take recapture with your king, I take that pawn. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Oh, that hangs that. Right here. Knight back. Or knight there. Like you can unpin, but I'm going to go take that with check. Knight there if you move. Yeah. Or maybe I should just develop. If you go pawn push. I mean, knight there is an option. But maybe knight there is better. So I can go here. I'll just develop. I feel like I'm not going to go wrong with developing. I kind of want you to do moves that are not so productive. If you go there, I take. All right. So knight here makes sense. I just want to put it on that square, and if you take, I take. I think you're almost forced to do that. It's not vulnerable, is it? I think it's okay. All right. I think we're doing okay so far. You don't have any ability to block still. I need to watch out for that, don't I? I could. All right, so I have to take now. Right. Yep, all right, fair enough. So knight here with a check, here with a check. So here it's interesting because it hits the pawn. My knight's kind of on a nice square already. Maybe I'll just leave it there. Where does your bishop develop to? Here, is it? Here, maybe? Yeah, your bishop doesn't have great development potential. I'll do that check. Can I go here and defend this pawn so I can develop a second rook? How scared am I of that? I don't know. Right. So here, if you go there, a double might be enough. Or I could do pawn push. All right, bishop's there. What if I just try to trade off your bishop? My knight isn't too bad. My bishop's okay. I don't really want to give up the pawn. So knight there. You could not take it, can't you? Bishop there. Forces an exchange of bishops. I am materially ahead. How do I target things though? Maybe take. I can come in here or something. The bishop is still okay, isn't it? Here? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that. So your bishop can't go here, here, here. You can go there, but maybe I take. If I take with a rook, I get this fork. How afraid am I of that? Maybe more afraid than... Yeah, a little bit afraid. Here. I'm not sure. It does weaken that square, doesn't it? I just didn't want to spend my whole game defending that pawn. You do have the two bishop advantage. I have the two rook advantage. How do you activate your knight? It's not obvious. You're going to go there, are you? Here, here. So if you go there, what should I do? It does block your bishop. Should I do this? All right. So here, you're going to defend it, are you? Here. If I go here, go there. I can go there. Can't take. Can you? Because of the too much pressure on there, isn't it? My pawns are a bit iffy. Maybe I should do this and say, okay, at least you don't have control of the light squares with this bishop. Kind of expect you to go here and here. And I think I need to attack this. So if you go there, do I go here? So you can't go there because I take your bishop. Or is there a better option? If you go there, maybe I just trade off the bishop, take, hitting there. Run away. You get a knight outpost. If my knight gets there, it should be okay. You have to move your bishop here then. And if I can double up, yeah. So here, if you go there immediately, so bishop takes bishop, knight takes, hitting the bishop. Should be alright. Yeah, I think I just take, if you take, sorry, here, oh sorry, if here, and you go in immediately, my rook's defended by my knight, so here, and it would attack the bishop at the end of the line. Here, bishop, knight, bishop. If rook takes, what does my rook go? Yeah, or should I just attack the bishop? So if takes, annoying my bishop. Or should I do this? Not a fan of that. If I go here, it threatens checkmate. It does annoy that. Here, bishop takes here, knight. So I've got a bishop on this square. What's that like? Knight there, here, hitting there. Yeah, actually I can double up here, can't I? I have to deal with that still. But maybe it's still pawn push. But bishop, knight, bishop. Yeah, I kind of like that line better. I want to just loosen the pressure, reduce the pressure. If you go here, maybe I can just go here and not do anything complicated. You don't have any forks. So take my bishop, I take back, obviously. And that hits your bishop. All right. Do I do this? So if you take mine, I take yours, and you can't move to anywhere exciting. But here is also an option. You don't have anything scary. I'm pointing it here. Maybe I can get my rook on this square. Here, if you take, kind of helps you a little bit. Yeah, we'll just go there. You can do this, can't you? Kind of makes that a little hard to maneuver. My knight. Yeah, that's not a bad move, isn't it? Here, maybe I can swap off. So here, where's your, hold on, is your bishop close? It's pretty close to trapped, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to take that one way or another. So here, so your bishop, if your bishop moves, you lose the knight. So you have to take it, right? And I can kind of just adios it, I think. Adios the bishop. or at least pawn push, and maybe I'll open up here. Do you have any good moves? You can't move the knight away. I'm attacking both of them. Yeah. Swap off knights. Right. So you can come in here and attack that though. So take, come in there, attack here. How do I defend it? Do I defend like that? Because if you come in there, I get that one. Maybe that's fine. Here, pawn, if I do pawn push. What am I thinking about here? Should I just defend it? And if you take here, your bishop moves, I grab that pawn. And here I can adios. Yeah. Right. All right, here, bishop there. I don't like it, but oh well, kind of everything. Should I do that? No. Try on that one. Oh, you can do pawn push. I didn't think about that, but here. Here, take. Oh, they're still a little skeptical. You're going to hang on to all those pawns. Oh, should I have gone there? I should have gone there first. Slow down. All right. Oh no, I couldn't have gone there. All right, here attacking the pawn. Your bishop's kind of trapped, but we'll see. Can I just attack the pawn here? How do you defend it? So you're going to defend it like that, aren't you? So maybe I'll do this one, because this rook's already active. Or if I go here, so then you'd have to go back and defend. I don't want these pawns to run. So here, not afraid of that, right? No, here it can't run, I can take it. So if you want to keep this pawn, maybe you just can't. But I'm a bit worried about that. I'll go over here. How concerned am I about this? Somewhat. But we'll see. Yeah, maybe I need to be playing more precisely. Could have left the rook there so that was impossible. All right. So here I have to deal with that. So if pawn push, rook here attacking the pawn. I guess you do that. I take with check, attacking the pawn. All right. So if you do pawn push, I attack the pawn. You do pawn push, lose your bishop. Oh, sure. That seems all right. Now, I don't think I want to take here, because then you've got chances of getting this rolling, do you? Maybe I should get my own pass pawn. Have to think about that. All right, so king here. If you go there, maybe I do take. And if you take pawn, your bishop guard's there as well. It's a bit annoying. I can't go there. That's annoying. So you're going to go king here. Should I just take it? Take. If you go there. Have to be careful. All right, here. If you do an immediate pawn push, I'll probably be all right. My rook can guard that square. If I go here, you come up. That doesn't help. Here, maybe it is better to leave that rook where it is, guard that square. And then my king can come in. So here you can't take because it's pinned. See if I can get a pass pawn. So here, take, pass pawn. So here. I can take it. Hope for the best. I need something to play with. I don't think I can sack the rook right because you defend. So here I have to take. Pawn. I'll get my pawn on that square. Take. Actually, yeah, that'll be right. You do have a second pawn. Yeah, my rook guards that square, which means if you want to create a threat, you're going to have to get your king there. And my king can come in as well. I'm going to need to win that one. Or you might have to boost it as well with another pawn. So here, take pawn. I don't know, that's just too slow. You can't sack the bishop, right? I don't know, maybe. I have to go forward. Yeah. This is far closer than I would like. I would like it to be. But I feel like, yeah, that was the correct move. Getting the pass pawn. So here. I think this is almost forced. So here, I guess you could run away. So I don't get a pass pawn. Still, I can come in. So you'd have to go here, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm in a position to win after that. I need a pass pawn. Here, run away. Now you want to run away there, otherwise I do get the pass pawn. Defend that one. Still, I can come in. Take. Yeah, it's complicated. If I take like that, does anything exciting happen? If you take, I have to take it there. Pawn there. Not keen on that at all. Alright. So I might as well take. To take. Hope for the best. Yeah. Guarding that square. Alright. Have you calculated something I haven't calculated? Here, how are you going to stop my pawn? Sacrifice your bishop, is it? Alright, here. Let's say here. How am I going to stop your pawns? Maybe I should move my king up. Just get my king in front of those pawns. Here, pawn. So I'm threatening rook check. So you probably go king up. Can my king stop both those? I still have a rook. Maybe I just do it. So you'll have pawns here. You'll probably move your king up. King across here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's fine. Just win the bishop with when I promote. That's the square of the pawn, so you can't stop it with the king anymore. So here, if you take, here, I win the pawn. Here. So I'll still probably do that. Get my king in. Why not? I hope I haven't made a mistake here. I could have. Maybe I should have sat and thought for longer. So there, I win a pawn. I'm just going to put it there. Might as well do that. Attack the furthest one ahead. If you go attack my pawn, I can go here. Sorry, my rook. So you're going to go there. And I'll go stay in the square of this pawn. Oh, you can't do that because there. Here. Okay, so king here. King. If pawn push takes. King up. No, I can go back and do this skewer. Yeah, I think I'm alright. I can take that one. Alright. So here, you still can't do that, can you? No. And if you go there, what do I do? Here, pawn. So here, you go there, I go here. And can I just do nothing? Your Zugzwang, right? Yeah, I think I can just do nothing forever. So here, you can't do that, I take. And pawn, I can stop. Yeah, I think we're fine. So that's the only thing here. If you do something like that, how scared am I? Maybe what should I do? All right, so if I go here, you go there. I go behind that one, do I? Yeah, here, here. Rook behind this one. So that one can't move now. If you block it again, then I bring my king in, here, here. I think I'm fine. Here, if you go there, here, you go here, try to support that one. Take, pawn push. I stop it, promote, here, here. Here, here. If you go there, I can check. Here, here. Behind that one. Let's say king here. If you go king there, yeah, this is far closer than I was hoping. So here, hold on, am I in trouble? So if you go pawn push, maybe I am in trouble. So here, pawn push here, king. First of all, I got perpetual check, don't I? Unless you go there, check here. But if you go, I can move my king there. All right. I feel like I can go and stop these pawns and wait for you to stop defending this one. All right, here, pawn push here. So if you promote, I take it. That's fine. Here. And if you go king there, oh, you can push that one, can't you? Am I in trouble? I've blundered it, haven't I? I may be losing. I may be losing. All right, well, let's just do that and hope for the best. I may have blundered it. King there. All right, maybe you don't see it. Here. Yeah, and then you bring the other one in. Oh, I might as well try and distract my opponent, I guess. See if I can get a draw. I'm not winning. Pawn push. Kind of forces you to do the right move. But yeah, I'm not winning anymore. Here. Your pawns are too strong. I need shenanigans. Rook there, pawn. Ah, no, maybe I haven't miscalculated. Well, I haven't calculated at all. It's hope chess, right? Pawn, king. King there. Rook here attacking this pawn. Yeah. Here you lose the pawn, so I assume you have to do that. You move the king, I take that one. Are you thinking of sacrificing the pawn? You can't do that, that pins it as well. Here, pawn push, check. No, you'd have to do that one. But then I go here, do I? Check here, no. So if you go there, I have to take it. You do pawn push. All right, so that one, I don't have anything else worth thinking about. The legal moves lose very, very quickly. That may have won, I'm not sure, or it may have forced me to repeat. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't have won. I could have repeated. All right. So here, all right, I have to just do the plain old calculation, do I? So I've got here, if you go there, what do I do? Oh, no, if I go here, you promote with check. Here, you can go there. Then I have to put my rook back. And if you do pawn push, I do nothing. Yeah, I don't think I can. Hold on. Take here. Oh, I win that. Okay, that'll do. You can do pawn push. Yeah, I win that pawn. I win the pawn, and I should be able to get into the critical square. So if you get your king near, when I take the pawn, it'll be a draw. Or maybe, I don't know. I guess I should have just calculated that properly. No, it's not going to work, is it? If I get my king to that square, and you can't stop me, I'll win. Wow, I feel like I'm totally messed up that end game, but maybe my opponent messed it up even more. Thanks for the game, Mithongopi. Oh, that was a comment on my previous game. I guess it didn't send. Yeah, I did not do that very well, did I? Ah, okay, so that was a mistake. So if I wanted to win, I had to do nothing. Losing is rook takes c. Oh. All right, so yeah. Wow. Winning. Oh, everything was winning. Okay, so this is... All right, let's do proper analysis. All right, so here... So knight c6. This is normal line. Bishop there. Why is that not popular in the master database? Bishop g7, knight f6. I did knight f6. Doesn't really matter. Bishop e7. Now there's lots of games. Bishop c4 is common. f3 was perfectly fine. Why does it say 50% for black? Castle, queen d2, d5 is correct. Wow, look at the master database. Pardon me. Look at the master database. 59% wins for black. So you can see why I choose this. Here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is the first time I've experienced someone not taking at least one of these. So D captures looks correct, right? D captures, knight captures c6, queen takes is forced, rook takes, bishop takes, you could choose, bishop catches, b captures c6, that's forced. All right. And what did I do? Knight g4, exclamation mark, I think. I found it. So that's a good reason not to line your king and rook up on the same line. Knight g4. So that was incorrect because of bishop there. Here you'll be fine, right? I'll probably, yeah, here. No, maybe it's the same problem. Maybe it's unavoidable. Dropping the exchange. It's not the end of the world. There's a lot of lines in this where you do drop the exchange. Rook d8. Ah, so I should have just gone after that. I developed my piece. I thought, can't go wrong with development. I can go wrong with, I didn't even think about that. Rook a d8. So what was wrong? Why didn't I think about this? So if you take, I get this. So I'm up in exchange still. And then oh, look at that. Oh, look at those pawns. Oh, well. So here I took, the computer doesn't. Why would, I'm taking. Gives me something concrete to work with. Bishop c4. King c1. Yeah, here bishop c4. This one I didn't like in hindsight. Yeah, when you got b3, knight here in. And my opponent got, yeah. Knight there. Oh, I think white's slightly better despite the exchange. Bishop c4, good move. Now, I just did rook there. I calculated this was okay, but this was just okay and less complicated, so I chose that. b3, rook b8. I didn't even think about that. b8 hangs that pawn, but there's this fork. Let's have a look. Rook b8. So if you take the pawn, I take, rook b5, pawn pushes forced to defend both of them. Knight c4. You can't defend that, can you? Oh, knight b3 defends it. Bishop d8 is, you don't even need to defend. Rook a7. Is this good? I don't know. Bishop takes, rook takes. Knight here. Yeah, knight d7 I was comfortable with. There's a lot of complications. Too many complications. So I did rook there. Rook e7, in hindsight, probably is just much better. What's this? Rook there. So a4. So it's, yeah, I don't know why my opponent took, because I think my plan was pretty obvious. But maybe they just thought it was fine. a4, you have the same problem. Yeah, you have the same idea, just that you don't lose that pawn. Rook a7 here, c5 here. e7 was correct. Here f5 was the best. I played this. f5, yeah, king b3, take. Yeah, maybe it was best not to take. King's here. So I was correct in just doing this and winning, like having a full rook. And my king can't stop the pawn. So king f7, king e7, king d8 was correct. It was an only move. Here. Rook b5. I did. Yeah, here I thought I was losing. Or at least worried about losing. So this was a mistake apparently. Why was it a mistake? So h4. So take. Well, h4. Because after, it seems I do have to give my rook up for both those pawns. So it just gives me a better king position and subsequent king and pawn endgame. Here, king d7 is correct. And rook takes was correct. So if I did anything else, so here, if I just do nothing, you can do pawn push. So you can do nothing as well, can't you? That here, and because I have this opposition, you can't do anything. And then I win, and then I promote this pawn. Well, however, just the standard way. Well, all right, I thought I did all right. 91 accuracy. What was my blunder? This was a blunder. That was not obvious. I'm going to be honest. So this is a draw, apparently. So let's just go through and see what the engine does. I'm going to press space and rook takes, king h8 surely. Do I take it? Doesn't matter what I do according to the computer. Here, do you promote to a knight? I don't want you to promote to a knight. Take, and I don't win this. Yeah, so I wasn't able to keep my rook and stop both those pawns. And the idea was, so these pawns over here became important. All right, so what should I have done? Can I do this pawn push? That's what I should have done. Try to get this going, I guess. What was the move? I did this one in this position, so I should have done this. Here, I just take it, and if you do this, I'm going to take that. Yeah. All right, I should know that for next time. Yeah, here was my blunder. Apparently, yeah, lots of blunders throughout. Not perfect, really. Should have been more clean. All right. Well, that was an interesting game. Thanks to my opponent, Mythongobi. And thanks to everyone for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. TTFN.